You're listening to the Life Friendly Business Podcast. I'm your host, Erin Thomas Wong, business mentor, author, and founder of the Cocoon VIP membership, empowering women around the world to build businesses on their terms. If you want to grow and scale a business that works in harmony with your family and your life, this podcast is for you. Hello and welcome to the final episode of season 3 of the Life Friendly Business podcast. I really hope that you've been enjoying the podcast. I would really love to hear from you. Please do reach out and connect with me. Let me know what's been resonating with you during this season. You can reach me on social media at Life Friendly Biz or through the website lifefriendlybusiness.com. Today we're talking about simplifying. Now, simplify is going to be my word of the year, and it's something that is really, really resonating with me right now. And from lots of you that I've spoken to, it's also resonating with you. I think it's really easy to get caught up in all the doing. Our lives are busy, often busier than we would like them to be. And, whether we're enjoying our business or not, the fact is that we're often caught up in the wheel of doing things. And sometimes it gets to a point where you think, I need to stop. It's got too complicated. And I really wish that things were a bit more simple. I'm going to share a little bit about, why I'm in this place right now. So I did have my best year yet last year, and I love everything I do. That is absolutely not the problem. I also have an absolutely 100% life-friendly business. So I'm not feeling exhausted from that. I'm not feeling that I am not enjoying things at all. But I was ill over Christmas. I had COVID just before Christmas, and I don't know whether it's related or not, but it absolutely sent me into this mindset spiral of this massive gut and heart feeling that things need to change. And, I am very aware that because I love what I do and because I love creating new things, over the last few years, I've actually created lots of new offers. And I've got too many things that I'm trying to sell. And actually, I don't want to be selling and marketing all the time. I want to be serving the women that I work with. I want to actually be doing the work rather than having to promote it all of the time. So, my core offers are the Cocoon Business Membership. I've got the Life Friendly Business Blueprint online course, and I've got the Evolve Mastermind. But on top of them, I also run the Momentum Day. I run the Impact quarterly workshops. I have the Get It Done sessions, which are in person in Bournemouth. I've got the CEO retreat, members only retreat, which happens in the New Forest. So I've got all these different things going on, and the podcast, of course. So every week I'm promoting the podcast as well. And it's got to the point where I really like to try and follow the 80-20 rule with my marketing, 80% providing content, 20% selling. But that's really hard when every month you're trying to promote multiple different things. And the truth is that it means that my focus is really split as well. And I don't want it to be like that. I don't want my business to be like that for me, but also for my audience, because, I don't want to be feeling like I'm constantly selling at you and constantly telling you, oh, now you can buy this, now you can buy that. So that's really driven me to think that I want to change things. But it's really, really hard, because to simplify really means giving some stuff up. And how do you do that when you love everything you do? And this is where, I'm absolutely going through this at the moment. So I can't report back to you the end point yet. But if you follow me on social or sign up to the email newsletter, you'll be hearing from me after the end of this season. And I'll keep you updated with how my journey's going. But right now, I know that something's got to change. And I also know that I am so emotionally invested in what I do that emotion is blurring the line between what I should be doing business-wise. So I'd be really interested to know whether you resonate with this at all, because, I think we do have to step back and look at each element of our business and whether it is actually financially viable. We need to detach the emotion from it and think, the time and effort that I'm putting into this and money perhaps, is it giving me the reward? It's not always a financial return. Obviously, there are things that we do in our business which help increase our visibility, which help increase our audience size. And that's really important as well. But then there are other things that we might be beating the drum on, spending hours and hours every month working on. And is it actually giving us the return? And that's where we have to put our CEO hat on and look at the evidence of whether that's working or not. So yeah, I'm honoring the state that I'm in right now. I'm giving myself lots of white space to think and percolate what's going to come next. I've got I think I've got a pretty good vision of what I want to offer that will simplify my business model, but also from my customer's point of view, I want it to be the most impactful thing that I can do for them to help them progress in their business that's most time effective for them as well. So I'm really excited about all those things, but it does mean that I've got to make some decisions about the other things that I'm doing in my business. So these are the kind of questions that I'm asking myself right now, and maybe it'll be helpful for you. I think it's really important for us to think about what's actually important to you right now. What's important to me right now? And, is that just trying to get as much income as you can? Is that like trying to create more passive or semi-passive income streams so it's not reliant on you being there all the time? Is what's really important to you now actually getting visible, building your authority and all those things? So really thinking about what that feels like right now. And also questioning, are you able to give each part of your business the attention it needs? Because we can find ourselves spending loads of time either in an area that we really enjoy, so neglecting the stuff that we don't really enjoy, or doing the stuff that is taking us much longer than it should, like Canva or social media, spending loads of time there and not actually looking at the reality of our social media insights and whether you're actually flogging a dead horse by using Twitter, all those different things. Also, something I'm thinking about right now, and you might want to think about, is your messaging clear? Is it clear what you're offering? Are you bombarding people with lots of different offers? That's how I feel right now. And that's what I want to change. And like I said, really trying to take the emotion out of it, which is so blimmin' hard. And that's what I've been really struggling with. But looking at your business as a business and thinking, is that the right thing to be doing? And even if you've been doing it for years, like I have, it doesn't mean that you can't change. You think about the big corporations and they have restructures. And it might be small tweaks that you're making to the business, but don't be afraid to explore that, especially if it means serving your clients and customers in a more effective way. So like I said, I'm going to keep you updated on what this all means for me, but I wanted to share it because, I like to keep it real. And also I really feel like the landscape is shifting right now. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling similarly. That's a hard word to say. So yeah, I'm here sharing my story to say to you, don't ignore your gut and don't ignore your heart. Because if you've got that niggling feeling that something's not quite right or that something needs to change, even if things have been going really well, you need to listen to that. So talk things through, whether you've got a business bestie, a mentor, a friend, your mum, talk things through and allow time for this to percolate. It's not something that you can decide quickly. I've currently been going through this for the last month and I still feel like I need more time before I'm ready to literally write down what my next steps are. But I want us to remember that it really is down to us to design our businesses and our life as much as we can. And, we need to take back the power with that. And, I think that all the time when it comes to like people complaining about social media, for example, the @everyone tag that was introduced in Facebook groups, and there was like massive uproar. Now, I know that not all Facebook groups were using it in an authentic way, and some were just using it to sell all the time. But most of the time it was, us like hardworking Facebook group admins who are running these groups for not much return and, using it as a way to try and actually reach the people that have chosen to join the group. But because of the Facebook algorithm, they're not being reached. But the thing is that it's got to make you wonder, if you were getting so annoyed about being tagged in these posts, why are you in that group in the first place? Surely we need to be intentional with the groups that we're joining on social media, with the people that we're following, with the emails we subscribe to, with the offers we're creating in our business, with the opportunities we're saying yes to in our business. We need to take some accountability here for what we're allowing to come through to us. So if you're feeling the need to simplify, one of the first things that you can do is look at having a social media cleanse. For example, look at your email inbox and think about what's filling your feed, your email feed, with stuff that just feels like noise. And that's kind of similar to what we need to be doing in our business. Like, let's streamline, let's make things work smoothly. Let's not feel like things are out of our control, things are messy. We need to have time to focus wholeheartedly on the things in our business that matter. And if your attention is split, then you're not going to be doing that in the most effective way. I really hope that this has given you some food for thought. Like I say, this is the last episode of season 3. So it's episode 50. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be back for season 4. Please do join my email list on lifefriendlybusiness.com. DM me on social at lifefriendlybiz. I would love to connect from you. This is the thing about, podcasting, is that unless people reach out to you, you can't reach out to them and say hello. And I'd love to say hello. So please do reach out to me. And I wish you all the best for the next few months in your business until we speak again. It's an easy trap to fall into. You get busy and squeeze in extra working hours. You flex the hours you're available to be accommodating to others. You take on work you'd rather not because you feel like you need the money. Over time, you find yourself running a business that doesn't work for you or your family, and maybe isn't paying you the money you'd like either. But the truth is, it's never too late. You have the power to design your very own life-friendly business. You just need to carve out a little time to decide what that looks like for you. I've created the 7 steps to a more life-friendly business checklist to help you do just that. Download for free at lifefriendlybusiness.com/7-steps.